Guys, welcome back to another video. Late video today. Apologies, I am extremely busy. Um, but I just want to go over today and just give you guys the rundown. So, like I said yesterday, right? We would see some type of liquidity build in the AM, right? And then the drop, right? And then you can see that we found pretty good support at 5 day, right? And realistically, that's where you can either wait for the market to build more liquidity, but you could see that we just ran out of time, right? But realistically, all the second trade, right? If you we're gonna be patient, right? Is to um, take a left shoulder, head, right shoulder off of purple, right? But you cannot, especially when we are right here, we can easily just chop, right? And if, for example, if you um, take an call right here, right, and you have pretty much buying out of the money by 683, right? So what happens is essentially you're just gonna, and if you hold too long, right, you're just gonna end up negative because of delta, right? So realistically, that's why I really preface um, waiting for the better structure, right, which we just didn't have at the end of the day, right, because she ran out of time, right? But tomorrow, let's see what happens if we do open up higher, right? Expect some type of retracement with purple, right, and then take the trade off here all the way up top, right? Um, there's this tapering yellow that we're seeing, right? So we need to pay attention to that, um, and seeing if we do um, reject back up right here, right? Um, beautiful left shoulder liquidity if we do form that head right here, and then beautiful right shoulder if we form it right here. And this is basically going to be off 5 day as well. So realistically, just pay attention. But make sure that you are in a good risk to reward here, right? You don't want to take the trade right here, right? Um, because of this tapering yellow, right? So just pay attention, and if we do if you do want to take a trade, especially around here, wait for at least a break above, and then bounce off here, right? And then take it off here with um, a microstructure of a right shoulder right there, right? But you need to be very careful at this area because this can obviously be just a trap and a head forming. So um, patience will be the best coming up tomorrow, right? Um, but to see us going down, right, I do want to see um, right here, right, forming the head right here, and then the right shoulder and the right shoulder right here, right? So pay attention to that, and that's pretty much it. And I just want to go over the one trade intraday that I was able to take right here, and that is at um, so I had the teal actually right here. So after the inverse cup close, the handle, right, beautiful, left shoulder, head, and this in this right shoulder, you can see the volume coming up, right? The volume increasing, pretty good trade to 5 day, and of course you have to protect at 5 day, and you also have to understand that to see any confirmed short, we would have had to break below, right, in the strong selling, which we didn't, right, and then form a right shoulder off of 5 day, which we didn't see, right. So once you see that we break out of the strong selling, right, that's a telltale sign, right, especially around this level, um, to really protect, yeah. And so all you have to do tomorrow, realistically, do not short it, right? Do not short it until we at least break down below the 5 day and then form the right shoulder off 5 days. So don't short it yet. And if you do short it, wait for. Um, I'm gonna just. I'm gonna make this orange. Okay, hold on, because I don't wanna. Or teal. Hold on. Yeah. So So you do want to wait for some type of head, right? And then um, yeah, so there's many ways to go before we can short, right? Um, but realistically, don't have a short bias tomorrow. Just and even if we're going honestly tomorrow, I if unless we open higher, right, or we open lower, I would kind of sit back tomorrow. Don't over trade tomorrow. Maybe look for maybe one setup later in the day. But other than that, I wouldn't really force a trade tomorrow. Let the market reveal itself, and you are the hunter. Always remember that you do not take setups that are just don't look good, right? So wait for that third. And again, guys, we are approaching holiday season. I do expect to trade up until um, the next week or so, and then I will be off for the rest of the month, and I will see you guys back in January. But I just wanted to let you guys know ahead of time that I am not lazy, and I always do this at the end of the year. Try to take some time off and just start that year back up. 2026. Oh my God, I cannot believe we are gonna come into 2026. Oh my God, this is crazy. Time is moving by so fast, guys. Really, um, and it's now or never. And it doesn't matter. Money doesn't buy back time, right? So, do the things that you can enjoy. Sometimes, if you want to sleep in, sleep in. Sometimes, if you want to go buy a nice whatever watch, whatever, do it. Um, yeah, and know that you can only be young once with what you have, because when you're 25, 30 and you have a Rolex, who cares, right? But when you're um pretty much uh 20 and have a Rolex, it means much more, right? But I don't even know if I switched the screen here if I didn't cooked. But see you guys tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye bye.